Hi my dear friends, my name is Abhishek and you are watching Maths Major channel on YouTube. Today we are going to solve exercise number 2.2. Question number 1. Find the zeros of the following quadratic polynomials and verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. First example, first sub question is x square minus 2x minus 8. So first here splitting the middle term method or the method we have studied in the theory above or in the previous video, we have to split the middle term to obtain the factors. So splitting the middle terms in the way that we are getting multiplication as the 8x square and the answer is 2x minus 2x. So x square minus 4x plus 2x minus 8. So yes, it is possible to split the middle term in a way that we are getting multiplication as minus 8x square and the addition as minus 2x. So x square minus 4x plus 2x minus 8. So taking x as common from the x square minus 4x, we are getting x minus 4 in the first bracket, and taking plus 2 as the common, we are getting x minus 4 in the second bracket. Taking x minus 4 as the common, we will get x plus 2 in the first bracket. Equating the whole polynomial with the 0, we are getting x is equal to minus 2 and x is equal to 4. So we are getting two zeros here for the quadratic polynomial. So the sum of the zeros will be minus 2 plus 4, that is plus 2. So when we verify it with the equation, that is minus coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square, here minus coefficient of x is minus into minus 2, minus into minus 2, that is minus minus plus, that is 2, and coefficient of x square is, here nothing is present, it means that 1 is there. So coefficient of x square is 1, so 2 upon 1 is 2. So yes, it is verified. 2 equals to 2. So yes, the method of factorization and the method of coefficient both are true. Now we will see the product of zeros. The first 0 is minus 2 and the second 0 is 4. So when you multiply minus 2 with the 4, we are getting minus 8. So comparing it with the formula, that is constant term upon coefficient of x square, here constant term is minus 8 and the coefficient of x square is 1. So minus 8 upon 1. So we are getting minus 8. So here minus 8 and minus 8. So both are equal. So yes, it is verified. Moving on to the question number 2, 4x square minus 4s plus 1. So we have to split the middle term in a way that we are getting multiplication as 4s square and the addition as minus 4s. So splitting the middle term, we will get minus 2s into minus 2s. When we multiply these two terms, we will get answer as 4s square. So taking 2s as the common from the first two terms, we are getting 2s minus 1 in the first bracket, and taking minus 1 common from the last two terms, we will get 2s minus 1 is the common. So taking 2s minus 1 common, we will get 2s minus 1 as common in the first bracket. We will get 2s minus 1 in the first bracket. Equating whole polynomial with the 0, we will get s is equal to 1 by 2 and s is equal to 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 and 1 by 2 are the zeros of the quadratic polynomial. So sum of the zeros will be 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, that is 1. Equating it with the coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square or coefficient of s upon coefficient of s square, we will get minus into minus 4 upon 4, that is 4 upon 4, that is 1. So here also 1 we are getting as the answer, 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 as 1, and here also we are getting 1 as the answer. So yes, it is verified. Now in the product of zeros, 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, that is 1 by 4, that is constant term upon coefficient of x square, or here it is s square, so 1 by 4. So yes, it is verified. Here also 1 by 4, here also 1 by 4. Sub question 3, 6x square minus 3 into minus 7. Rearranging the term, taking this x term in the second or in the middle place, we will get 6x square minus 7x minus 3. We have to split the middle term in a way that we will get the multiplication as 6x square into minus 3, that is 6x square into minus 3 is minus 18x square. So can we get the middle term into splitting in the way that we will get multiplications minus 18x square? Yes, minus 9x plus 2x. So the answer will be minus 18x square. So 6x square minus 9x plus 2x minus 3. We will take 3x common from the first two terms. We will get 2x minus 3 in the first bracket. Taking plus 1 from the plus 1 as the common from the last two terms, we will get 2x minus 3 as the common in the second bracket. So 2x minus 3 when we take, we will get in the first bracket 3x plus 1. Equating this whole polynomial with the 0, we will get x is equal to minus 1 by 3 and x is equal to 3 by 2. these both are the zeros. When we add these two zeros, we are getting 7 by 6 as the answer. Equating it with the formula of the quadratic polynomial, that is sum of zeros is equal to minus coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. We are getting minus into minus 7, it is minus minus plus coefficient of x square, that is 6. So we are getting 7 by 6 as the answer. So here also we are getting 7 by 6, here also we are getting 7 by 6. So yes, it is verified. Now to check the product of zeros, minus 1 by 3 into 3 by 2, 3 are cancelled because they are both in common in numerator and denominator. Cancelling 3 and 3, we are getting minus 1 by 2. Equating it with the formula constant term upon coefficient of x square, there is minus 3 by 2, we are getting minus 1 by 2 as the answer. So yes, it is verified. Moving on to the question number 4, that is 4u square plus 8u. Here u is the variable. Taking 4u as the common, we are getting 4u into u plus 2. Equating whole term with the 0, we will get u is equal to 0 and u is equal to minus 2. So 0 and minus 2 are the zeros of the quadratic polynomial. Sum of zeros will be minus 2 plus 0, that is minus 2. Equating it with the formula minus coefficient of x, that is, or here it is u upon coefficient of x square or u square, we will get minus 8 upon 4, that is minus 2. So yes, it is verified. Here also answer is minus 2, and according to the formula also answer is minus 2. Now product of 0 into minus 2, that is 0, is equal to constant term upon coefficient of x square. Here constant term is not present, so it is 0. So 0 upon 4, coefficient of x square is 4, coefficient of x square or u square is 4. Here x square is the standard formula, but in this question u square is given, so coefficient of u square, so it is for u 0 upon 4 is 0, so it is both are equal, so hence it is verified. Now question number 5, t square minus 15, yes, t is the variable. This is a square minus b square formula, so the answer will be a minus b and a plus b. Equating whole polynomial with the 0, we will get t is equal to root 15, t is equal to minus root 15. Now adding sum of the zeros will be root 15 plus minus root 15, the answer is 0. Equating it with the formula minus coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square, that is coefficient of t upon coefficient of t square, we will getting 0 upon 1. Here coefficient of t, here t term is not present, so coefficient 2 will be 0, so 0 upon 1, that is 0. So these both the values are equal, so hence it is verified. Now product of zeros, that is root 15 into minus root 15, root 15 into root 15, 15, and minus into plus, that is minus. So constant term upon coefficient of x square or t square, so minus 15 upon 1. Here constant term is minus 15, so minus 15, and coefficient of x square or coefficient of t square is 1, so minus 15 upon 1 is minus 15, so hence it is verified. These both the answer are same. Last question in the question number 1, 3x square minus x minus 4. Splitting the middle term, we will get minus 4x plus 3x. Why? Because we have to split the middle term in a way that the answer must be, the product or the multiplication answer should be 4 into 3x square, that is 12x square. So are we getting minus 12x square as the answer, minus 4x plus 3x? So yes, we are minus 4x into 3x will be minus 12x square. So yes, we are getting answer. So 3x square minus 4x plus 3x minus 4. Taking x common from the first two terms, we will get 3x minus 4 in the first bracket, and taking plus 1 common from the last two terms, we will get 3x minus 4 in the second bracket. 3x minus 4 we will take as common, so in the first bracket we will get x plus 1. Equating whole polynomial with the 0, we will get x is equal to minus 1 and x is equal to 4 by 3. So x is equal to minus 1 and x is equal to 4 by 3, or minus 1 and 4 by 3 are the zeros of the quadratic polynomial. Sum of zeros will be minus 1 plus 4 by 3. Taking LCM common, we will get 1 by 3, that is equal to the formula minus coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square, that is minus into minus 1 upon 3, that is minus minus plus, that is 1 by 3. So yes, here also 1 by 3 and here also 1 by 3. So yes, it is verified. Now the product of zeros, minus 1 into 4 by 3, that is minus 4 by 3, that is constant term upon coefficient of x square. Here constant term is minus 4 and coefficient of x square is 3, so minus 4 upon 3, and here also minus 4 upon 3, see. So these both the terms are equal, so hence it is verified. Now moving on to the question number 2. Here, find the quadratic polynomial each with the given numbers as the sum and the product of its zeros respectively. They have told that the first value is the sum of the zeros and the second value is the product of the zeros. On the basis of this, find the quadratic polynomial. Till now we have obtained the zeros. Here zeros are given and we have to find the quadratic polynomial. So sum of zeros is 1 by 4, that is minus b by a. So minus b is equal to 1, that is minus b is equal to 1, that is b is equal to minus 1, and a is equal to 4, so a is equal to 4. Product of 0 is minus 1 by minus 1, that is c by a. But here a is 4, here nothing is present, so to make the denominator equal, we have to multiply here with the 4. When we multiply 4 here, we have to multiply in the numerator also. So minus 1 into 4 by 4, that is minus 4 by 4. So c is equal to minus 4 and a is equal to 4. So the quadratic equation will be ax square plus bx plus c. Putting a is equal to 4, b is equal to minus 1, that is minus x, and plus c is equal to minus 4. So we are getting 4x square minus x minus 4 as the answer. In the second question, they are telling us to form the quadratic polynomial with the help of sum of zeros as root 2 and product of zeros as 1 by 3. Sum of zeros is root 2, that is minus b by a, that is root 2 upon 1. And product of zeros is 1 by 3. So here a is 3. So, and here a is not present. So we have to multiply numerator and denominator with the help of 3. So 3 into root 2, that is 3 root 2, and 3 into 1, that is 3. So here a is 3 and b is minus 3 root 2. So, and here c is 1 and a is 3. So putting all this value a, b, c in the general equation a square plus bx plus c, we are getting 3x square minus 3 root 2x plus 1 as the quadratic polynomial. Moving on to the third question, 0, root 5. Sum of zeros is 0, that is equal to minus b by a, and the product of 0 is root 5 by 1, that is c by a. So here b is minus 0 and a is 1, nothing is present, it means 1 is there. Here c is root 5 and a is not present, it means that 1 is always present. So a is 1, here also a is 1, b is minus 0 and c is 5. Putting all these value a, b, c in the general equation a square plus bx plus c, we are getting x square plus 5 as x square plus root 5 as the quadratic polynomial. Moving on to the question number 4, that is 1, 1, that is sum of the zeros is also 1, product of the zeros is also 1, that is 1 can be written as 1 upon 1, so minus b by a can be written as 1 by 1. So minus b will be equal to 1, that is b is equal to minus 1 and a is equal to 1. In the product of zeros, we can write 1 is equal to c by a, so c is also 1 and a is also 1. So a is 1, b is minus 1 and c is 1. So we are getting the quadratic polynomial as x square minus x plus 1. Question number 5. Minus 1 by 4, 1 by 4. So sum of zeros is minus 1 by 4 and product of zeros is 1 by 4. So minus 1 by 4 is equal to minus b by a. Minus b is equal to minus 1. So b is equal to 1. A is equal to 4. C is equal to 1 and a is equal to 4. So putting the value of a, b, c in the ax square plus bx plus c equation, we are getting 4x square plus x plus 1 as the quadratic polynomial. And the last question of the exercise number 2.2, that is 4, 1. Here sum of zeros is 4, so we can write 4 upon 1. So minus b is equal to 4, so b is equal to minus 4 and a is equal to 1, and product of zeros is 1. 1 can be written as 1 upon 1, so a is equal to 1 and c is equal to 1. So a is equal to 1, that is ax square, that is 1 x square. B is minus 4, so minus 4x plus c, that is 1. So x square minus 4x plus 1 is the required quadratic polynomial. Here our exercise number 2 part is completely solved. Thank you and have a nice day, my dear friends.